Hey guys, coming to you here. We just come back from the MLF Pro Circuit at Lake Okeechobee, and I've released a video over the whole deal, but I'm going to break this up into two different segments. Here's what I'm going to try to do. So this first video here I'm going to do is going to be day one and day two, and your anxiety is absolutely through the roof. And for me, I got the perfect draw. I drew dead in the middle. So each day, I think I was boat 84 the first day and boat 70 something the second day, which I absolutely love because that puts me right in the dead middle. So I got to fish till 4 o'clock each day. I like that. I like the even times. I can plan my day the right way that I want to. And tournament, like I said, you got all these anxieties going in. I had a little spot found, and I thought I got a 12 or 13 pound hole is what I really thought I had. And I thought I could go in there, I'd catch me 12 or 13 pounds, then I could run around a little bit, and with any luck, I could, I caught a couple big fish in practice, and I thought if I can catch one of them big fish, and I can bump up a little bit there. So, but I thought if I caught 12 or 13 pounds a day, as bad as that sounds, it's Florida, but I thought, that'll get me in that top 50. Maybe get a fish day 3. If not, keep me in that top 60, get a $10,000 check, get my points rolling for the year, and go on down the road. So day 1 started out, pulled in there, and we're fishing. And there's a bunch of us in this same area. It's typical Florida fishing. And me and Latimer's going through this little area talking side by side. B-Lat catches one, and then from there I just kind of went on a little bit of a tear there. I think at 8:36 I had my limit in the boat, and we didn't take off till 7:30. So, by the time they called those numbers, it was fast and furious there. And I was just pitching a stick bait, an Ocho, a shimmy stick, and some other stick baits there. I was just flipping back and forwards. And I was throwing Seagar. I was throwing Tatsu Seagar line. And I know I'm in Florida, and everybody thinks you want to throw braid down there, but in my mind and myself, you get a whole lot more bites with fluorocarbon than you do off a braid. It wasn't the cover I was fishing wasn't so thick that I needed the braid to get the fish out. And if I just took my time, I'd be all right. I did break a fish off each day. That's going to happen, especially what I'm throwing there. But I think the key for me was, one, I threw a Hayabusa, a 5/0 straight shank hook. And I tie a snail knot. And when you set the hook on those fish, you don't have to hit them with everything you got. And that hook was stuck right in the top of their mouth about 99% of the time. And some of the videos you'll see, I've got a double bobber stopper on there. So I put a bobber stopper above my 3/8 ounce tungsten weight, and I put a bobber stopper below to kind of cushion where it was hitting at top of that hook there. I wanted to cushion that line a little bit more. And the key was, for me anyway, I envision those fish are spawning. They're on these little reed clumps is what I'm fishing. And I could pitch in there, and I just let it set. And when I pick up, I just have it dead still, and all of a sudden it'd just be a slight pull. It wasn't a hard jerk. It wasn't a thump. I didn't have many fish at all that killed it. Some did, but very few. And that was the key, fishing slow and thorough. And as the day went on, I got to fishing slower and slower and getting more bites. So that was the key. Day 2 started out, I went back in there, the same area, doing the exact same thing. I had about a 75 to 100 yard stretch here that I kind of claimed that I wanted to be mine. And went back in there on day 2, and at 8:15 I had a limit, so things were clicking. So worked out really, really good. And like I said, as you watch in here, there's times to fish fast and there's times to fish slow. And that you just got to make up in your mind what time that is. But anytime they're in this pre-spawn spawning deal, these fish were ready. And the slower I fished, the more bites I got. And I think that was one of the keys that got me through all 4 days. But prior to that, in practice, those fish were staged out in that hay grass. And, I was wondering, am I going to have to pitch that hay grass to be able to catch them, or can I catch them on them reeds? I really wanted to catch them on the reeds. And I caught some in those reeds. But the last couple nights, like Tuesday night, last night of practice, we had a really warm night. Wednesday night was a really warm night, and I just knew then, with those, it was a new moon, warm nights, those fish were coming. And then each day, we continue to have them warm nights, each day I caught key fish that were snow white. They just come into the area. So pay attention to what the fish look like. It'll help you. Pay attention to what you're doing when you get bit. And those are the keys to catching a few more fish. So take a look at it. And if there's something you guys want to see on YouTube you want me to do, let me know. Shoot me a message and we'll make sure it happens. Appreciate you.